Hi everybody, Elin here. Today I come to you guys with a book tag. And this one is called Book Recommendations Tag. And actually I found out about this one through my friend Jamie, who found it on Sadia Rose's booktube channel. So it's more kind of a recommendation slash like wrap up kind of recommendations video. So it's kind of short, there's only 4 questions, but I'm gonna recommend some books to you guys. And the question that comes first is recommend the best book that you read last month. And I read a total of 15 books in January. I read so many good books that got really high ratings from me. So I couldn't choose just the one book. So I chose 2 because why follow the rules? But the first one is Renegades by Marissa Meyer, and this one, you know, it's superpowers. We have 2 main characters, Nova and Adrian, and they're kind of on the different side, you know. One is with the bad guys and one is with the good guys, and it's so good, and it's such a thick book, but I freaking loved it and I flew through it. And you definitely need to pick this one up if you haven't already, because this is definitely my new favorite book by Marissa Meyer. And then the second book I want to recommend for that particular question is Foolish Hearts by Emma Mills. And this one, just like Renegades, I gave 5 stars when I read it last month. And this one we meet Claudia, and she accidentally has this big breakup between like the it couple at the school called Iris and Paige, meaning 2 girls, which was awesome. But Claudia and Iris actually have to be in the Midsummer Night's Dream, you know, the play by Shakespeare. They have to be in a school production of that play, and they have to work together, and they don't really like each other, so that's pretty problematic. But at this play, Claudia also meets this guy named Gideon, and he's adorable and perfect, because I love this book so much. But yeah, you should totally check this one out. I'm definitely planning on reading everything that Emma Mills has ever written, because this is like candy for the eyes. Eye candy. In a different sense, you know, of the meaning, but you know, it works. And question number 2, recommend an old favorite. And I don't know if anybody is going to be surprised by this, but Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becca Albert Halley. You guys know by now that I freaking love this book, and I'm planning to read it very, very soon, like in March. I think it will be the day to do it, the month to do it. But this one, we meet Simon, and he has been writing these emails to this guy named Blue. They do know that they go to the same school, but other than that, they don't know any like identifying marks or anything like that. They don't know who that person is. But Simon is actually writing these emails to Blue while on a school computer, and he accidentally forgets to log out of his account, and these emails are like spread around the school, and everybody knows that Simon is gay. So he's kind of like pushed out of the closet, really, and now he's trying to figure out who the hell Blue is. And I love this book so much. It's so well written. I love the characters, I love like the family dynamics, I love the friendships, I love freaking everything, and there's so many inspirational and really like good quotes in this book. It's ridiculous. I love this book so much, and you'll definitely need to check it out. But since, like I said, I can't only choose one book, I also want to recommend to you guys Wonder by R.J. Palacio, and this is a middle grade book. We follow August, and he is supposed to start school for the very first time. He has been homeschooled up until now because he was born with this kind of deformities to his face, so he doesn't really look like every other kid. So that's why he's been homeschooled, because he's had a lot of surgeries and everything like that. But now he has to start school for the very first time, and you guys know that kids can be very cruel at this age. And this book was so good. I love August, I love his family, and I just love the story so much. And this, I bawled my freaking eyes out at this book so badly, and I think at this point in my life I'd probably cry even more at it. So I definitely need to reread this during this year, because I love it so much. And you need to read it. Like, I feel like it's perfection. And question number 3, recommend a non-fiction book. And for this one I chose Talking as Fast as I Can, From Gilmore Girls to Gilmore Girls and Everything in Between by Lauren Graham. And Lauren Graham, for you guys who don't know, plays Lorelai Gilmore in Gilmore Girls that ended a couple of years ago. I love this book. You get to know more about Lauren Graham's life, how she came into acting, how she grew up, a lot about Gilmore Girls and stuff like that, and you get to see like pictures. I saw one here somewhere. Like, this is an old photograph of her. And I just really like her like voice in this book, or what to say, because you definitely see some tendencies of Lorelai Gilmore in Lauren Graham, which is really fun to see. And this is definitely one of my favorite biography books I've read. I have not read a lot, but I did definitely love this one. So if you're looking for a non-fiction book, you should definitely check this one out. And now we come to the fourth and the last question, and this one is to recommend a book that will help people escape. And I feel like that's a really hard question, but I definitely have a book series that I come back to time and time again, especially if I'm having quite a rough time, which is why I've read this book so many times, because you can read it no matter what point in life you are in or how old you are. It does not matter, it always works. So that is why I'm going to say Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling and these beautiful editions. So this is definitely the series I always come back to, especially if I'm having a bad time and, you know, need to escape to the literary world. And I'm not going to say like any particular book in this one, because I just, you know, start from the beginning. So this is definitely the best recommendation I have for that kind of thing. So yeah, those were all of the books I was going to mention in this tag. I know it's kind of short video, but I mean, that could be good too. I really do hope you liked this video. If you guys have any recommendations for any of these questions I mentioned, please comment those down below and I'll definitely check them out. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me some thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the little button down below. And yeah, I hope we see each other next time. Bye!